What's up YouTube, it's 12Alex here, and today I'm going to show you how to run Windows 7 virtually on Mac OS X. I'm doing this on Mountain Lion. Now before I start, I was going to use the QuickTime display recorder and the audio recorder, but it was picking up the mouse clicks on my trackpad too easily, so I didn't think I'd bother. I'll just try and hold the camera steady. Anyway, first you've got to download Windows 7 from this website, and I will put a link in the description. You can see there's loads of different versions here. Some of them are official, some of them aren't official. So I just finished downloading mine. There it is. So you don't need Safari anymore. We also need this app called VirtualBox, and I'll leave a link in the description so you can get that. So now that we've got Windows 7 and VirtualBox, you need to open up VirtualBox. Close this. And you need to click New. And you want to type in the name of your machine. So if you just type in Windows 7, it will change that automatically for you. 7. There you go. So now you click Continue. And next you can choose the amount of RAM. Now I've got 8 GB of RAM in my MacBook Air, and that's enough to give 2 GB. And even if you've got 4 GB, 2 GB will be enough. But if you've only got 2 GB, then only give it 1 GB. Click Continue. Then you can create a new hard drive, which is 25 GB minimal. So I'm going to click Create. Then you make a VDI, which is already selected. Click Continue. Do it dynamically allocated for the fastest results, or fixed size, which will take a chunk out of the... Well, I could have died in a fire, but I didn't. That was the fire alarm. One of the gas kettles was left on too long, so that's all sorted. Anyway, where I was saying that if you create a dynamically allocated drive, it will basically it won't take any space out of your hard drive, but as you fill it up, it will start taking space out of your hard drive, and the maximum is 25 gigs. But if you do delete data from the virtual PC, it won't actually delete and create more space on your MacBook. Or you can do fixed size, and that'll just take the chunk out of the hard drive already. So if you click Continue, you can do hard drive space, and I said 25 GB is suitable. Then you get this. Now you go to Settings, and then this is all okay. Don't need to worry about any of this. System, and you can basically change what you want. And what you need to do here is you need to untick floppy and move it down to the bottom, and have CD/DVD-ROM at the top. Display you don't need to worry about yet. Oh, you do, sorry, you need to enable these two. Then put the memory up to maximum. So then once you put the memory up, you got the important bit. You go to storage, then you click on controller ID and the empty. You click the disk, and there's my disk image there, but I've downloaded it, so I'm going to go into my downloads here, and there it is right there. You don't need to worry about that. So then you got the disk image, then you go to the audio, you can use whatever you want really. Ports, USB, all enabled. Shared folders, click OK. You can start it now. And you will need to enable something else to make the full screen work, and I'll show you that once I've set the computer up. So it's just going to boot up here. As you can see, with a new Mac it works really well. There we go. So I'm in United Kingdom, but MacBooks have United States keyboards, so you leave that alone. You click Next. Then you install Windows, and this is actually really quick because my MacBook is a 2012 model with the SSD, of course. It runs really fast, but I'm not sure how long installing will actually take on 5400 RPMs and standard hard drives on other Macs. So you enable this, go next, then you do Custom, Drive Options, Extend, no, New, just press Apply. OK. And then that'll just make a system reserved partition. Click next, and it will start the installation. So I'll come back once this is done. Alright, so I'm back, we're just about done. Literally it'll just take a couple of seconds from here. There we go, so you can restart it. And you actually leave it here, you don't press anything. So it says press any key. So Windows 7, and it starts. I didn't actually press anything now, it started itself, so just let it boot itself up. There we go, we're up and running. I'm sorry if you can't read it, my cameras are not really. There we go. It's just finishing the last bit of the installation. There's a little progress bar down here. So, camera's not going to be for focusing today. I'll cut it off again here, and once it's ready for setup I'll come back. There we go, finished, so it restarted again. So I'm not going to touch anything on the keyboard, I'm just going to let it do its thing. So when you're running it, you'll notice in your dock you've got VirtualBox and then you've got the virtual PC running. There's two separate little icons. Setup's preparing for first use. If you've used Windows 7 in the past and you've got a product key and this is just to get it back when after you've bought a Mac, then you'll recognise all of this. So I'm just going to type in Alex. The camera's going to focus anytime soon. There we go. So click next. Type password, recommended, I don't need to do that though. The product key, now you enter this. Now unfortunately I don't have a product key, so this means that you can only use it for 30 days, then you've got to delete it and reinstall it again to keep using it. So just bear that in mind before you carry on with this. I should have told you earlier really, but I kind of forgot. So press next, use the recommended settings. Set your time zone, so I'm in just Dublin, London, all that, so that's the right time. I'm on a home network. So if I expand it, you can see it doesn't actually go into full screen, so once we're up and running I'll show you how to fix that. There we go, nearly done. This is 32-bit Windows 7 Professional. I've not actually downloaded 64-bit because 32-bit's enough for a small virtual machine. So we're just doing our initial login now. There we go. And unfortunately arrow effects don't work with the graphics that this uses. If I go into control panel and try and change my theme and put it into standard Windows 7, you see it doesn't go transparent, and it actually says that you can troubleshoot it but you can't actually fix it. So now I'm going to show you how to get it working full screen. You need to go to devices, oops, there we go, you need to go to devices, devices, and install the guest editions. And this is basically inserting like a CD, basically it's putting something into your CD drive. You need to go control computer, that's right there. And you need to do the x86 editions, which is at the bottom. Click yes, click next, next again. Okay, I can't do that, so just press install. Install. And this is going to enable the full screen option. go, so you need to reboot it again. And once you reboot, it should work in full screen. So I'm still seeing the white bars when it's booting up, but they should go away once we're running and logged in. Okay, it seems they've not gone away, so let's go see if I can fix it in the computer, in the screen resolution. Yeah, it seems it hasn't worked, so I'm going to try it again in a moment, just to give you a moment. I just repeated the process and it worked that time. So if we go into screen resolution, the resolution is 1440 by 755. So now that's up and running, well, you basically got Windows 7. So we always do what you want. As I said, it will use both my processors there and the amount of RAM that I gave to it, 2 gig of RAM and my i5. However, as you see, it's not activated, so I've got 30 days and then I'm going to have to do this again. But it's no big deal, it's not like going to cause many issues if you're just using it now and again. So you can install your programs, and the disk you made is right there, so it's got 12 gigabytes left after all the stuff you installed. So just going to have a go internet. And there you go, internet works. You can do the scrolling like this that you'd find on your Mac Safari. I'm just going to show you the display modes now. So you've got full screen mode, which basically just turns it into a full Windows PC. If you put the mouse down the bottom, you got your little options to get out, so you can turn off full screen. Then you can also do the seamless mode, which is pretty interesting. It actually combines your Mac and your Windows PC. Well, I mean, it should, I don't know why it isn't, but I think it works in full screen better. So if we do that, and now we go in seamless mode. This doesn't seem to be working properly, but I might just be unlucky. Then you've got scale mode, which sort of just it's not brilliant actually. It's not brilliant mode. It just gets big as you drag it along. My favourite one is full screen mode, because then you get the proper experience of a computer. And that's basically it. So thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.